another episode of Halftime TV viewers and subscribers, and in this one we're going to talk about the appointment of Rudolph Speid as the technical advisor to the coach of the Jamaican national team. Before I go any further, remember, smash the like button and subscribe to Halftime TV if you haven't yet done so. Also, after this video is concluded, remember to share your thoughts below. Let's keep the conversation going. Now, Michael Ricketts of the Jamaican Football Federation, he recently came on television Jamaica and indicated that Rudolph Speid will be assuming more responsibility as it relates to the Jamaican senior team. His role includes advising the coach, being traveling with the team, being also a part of the locker room conversation, etc. Now, my question is, Rudolph Speid, currently the technical director of the Jamaican Football Federation, meaning he is responsible for selecting players, he's responsible for recruiting and the development of players as well. Mind you, this is the same Rudolph Speid who was a part of the appointment committee that selected Coach Steve McLaren to be the head coach, and now he will be in the locker room advising the same coach that he selected. Why not then just give Rudolph Speid the coaching position? Because quite frankly, from where I'm sitting, it looks as if Rudolph Speid has been given all this power. He'll be making a lot of the decisions behind the scenes, or at least he will have a say in a lot of the decisions that are made behind the scenes, and a lot of the decisions that Coach Steve McLaren makes as well will quite frankly be reflective of Rudolph Speid's opinions. I don't know how I feel about this, because prior to him being announced as a technical advisor, there were rumors circulating that he would assume the role of an assistant manager role, and based on the conversations that I had with persons close to Jamaican Football Federation, they indicated that this wouldn't look too good from a corruption standpoint, and folks would call in it would basically open a new can of worms as it relates to corruption. And now we're seeing Rudolph Speid assume a position that some may say holds even more weight than an assistant manager position. How does Steve McLaren feel about this? Because someone who has all these years of experience at the top level now coming into the Jamaican dressing room, and in addition to someone overseeing you, you also have this someone who was a part of the committee that appointed you, advising you and telling you what to do. Now, Michael Ricketts indicated that the reason for this decision was because of Jamaica's poor showing at the recently concluded Gold Cup, and in their push to qualify for the World Cup, they thought it was necessary to have Rudolph Speid here. But again, I do not think Steve McLaren, as a big coach that some put him out to be or some make him out to be, and again, with the years of experience that he has, I don't think this is a decision that he will feel comfortable with. And regardless of what the Jamaican Football Federation wants to say, and regardless of what Michael Ricketts wants to say, I don't think this is any big coach whatsoever. You go across the world of football, whether they're coaching the championship, whether they're coaching MLS, USL, this isn't a situation that any coach with a reputable resume would want to be put in. Because one, it will feel as if Rudolph Speid is micromanaging, and two, as some were already saying, it will feel even more now that Rudolph Speid is picking the Jamaican national team. Quite frankly, I didn't see a need for the role. Now, Rudolph Speid has two technical roles within the Jamaican Football Federation. He's the technical director, and he's also the technical advisor, a role that was basically created for Rudolph Speid. Also, I want to know, what was the competition like? Like, was this a post that became available and a number of folks applied for it? How did the recruitment process for this work? Because again, I just feel as if Michael Ricketts, Rudolph Speid, all those behind the scenes, they just decided that, hey, we want to make Rudolph Speid the coach of the national team. However, if we just push Rudolph Speid in and get Steve McLaren out, it will look too bad. And as a result, we're going to create a position, and then we're going to insert Rudolph Speid in this position. That's my opinion. And again, you're free to disagree with me. You're free to share what your opinions are on the matter, but I don't think it looks good. I don't think it looks good any at all. And I'll even go out on a limb and say, had he been given the assistant manager position, it probably would have looked a little bit better than him being given this position here, which one, no one knows what it means, and having heard what Michael Ricketts had to say about what the actual definition of the role is, or what the responsibilities that are tied to the role are, then it makes it even more questionable of the decision to put Rudolph Speid in this position. But again, overall, we all want the best for the Jamaican national team. We all want to see the team succeed. And is Rudolph Speid the person to take the team forward? Maybe he is. But right now, it seems as if Rudolph Speid is in full control of the Jamaican Football Federation. And I know that as a coach, he has the credentials and he has the qualifications. But if we're going to make him the coach of the national team, I think they should just make him the coach of the national team and shed all the other positions that they have surrounding it. I know it will look away and it will call in a lot of things into question. Maybe they'll need to have a competition to see who's the best qualified coach for the role. Rudolph Speid has the qualifications, but right now, him holding 2-3 positions in the Jamaican Football Federation, it doesn't look good. It looks as if Rudolph Speid is the actual chairman for the Jamaican Football Federation, and he's the one making all the decisions. And this position here, quite frankly, it could be him even creating this position for himself. But that's my opinion, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are. How do you feel about Rudolph Speid being appointed as the technical advisor to the coach of the Jamaican national team? In this role as a technical advisor, he will advise the coach on decisions. He will advise the coach on team selections. He will travel with the team, kind of like an assistant manager, assistant coach, but more senior, one may say. I don't know. Is he like a second coach? The coach is duplicate? I don't know. But that's what Michael Ricketts said. That's what he said the role was. And we're waiting to see how that will matriculate onto the sideline. But again, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers, share your thoughts below on what you think about Rudolph Speid's appointment. And let's keep the conversation going. Remember, smash the like button if you haven't yet done so. And subscribe to Halftime TV. Until next time.